Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Happy New Day. Happy Saturday. It shall be well with all of us. So about to wrap up this old year of 2024. My prayer to all my fans out there, both old and young. It shall be well with you, it shall be well with your family, it shall be well with your entire generation. As this year is ending, my prayers and my wish for you is that it will end with all your botherings, with all your sufferings, whatever that have been bothering you, that thing have stand as a stumbling block to where your dreams can carry you to. My dear, that stumbling block is going to end as this year runs down. I saw this message. Normally, it have nothing to do with me. It have nothing to do with the Biafrans. But on the other thought, when I saw the message, alleged defamation, P2B pledges to fulfill bare conditions for Pharaoh Timi. I don't want to give the message because this one is really a spite on the face of the Biafrans, on the face of the Igbos, and also on the face of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Not until I went to P2B's X handle, where he made some kind of unguided statements against his own people. Do you know that P2B prefers, he says, and I quote, according to the Twitter, what I saw in his handle, he said he prefer to do good to outsiders than to do good to his own people. In other words, do you know that federal government, there was a rumor, and you and I know that in any rumor that's an atom of truth in it, that federal government is looking for, or rather Tinubu is looking for somebody who can shorty Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or stand as a guarantor, just like Enyinaya Abaribe did last time. P2B didn't even volunteer. Do you know that Pharaoh Timi never called P2B? P2B is the one that is even begging Pharaoh Timi, let me stand as a guarantor for you. So this is still boils down to what he said in his Twitter. That is good. It's better he do good to outsiders and do bad to his own people. That he is fulfilled. So what does this tell you? It still tells you that if P2B mistakenly, narrowly, maybe in dream, he becomes the president of Nigeria, my brother and my sister, me and you that we are Biafrans, we are going to suffer it. Don't forget about the incident that happened in Izu River in Anambra State when he was the governor of Anambra State. That was during the time of Masob, that is Owazurike. Don't forget our people. Don't forget how many Biafrans were being murdered and thrown into the Izu River. Don't forget that incident. Till today, nobody have investigated that matter. Nobody have been called to question. Nobody have been arrested. Nobody have been prosecuted. So it tells you, I mean, this one, that is, there is a handwriting on the wall that even as Biafrans, I should call it a mistake. Let me call it a mistake that we have made in 2023 for everybody to be giving P2B their vote. My dear, better thing to wise. So instead of you to vote P2B, you better not vote. I am not here to spoil anybody's business. But if I see this kind of thing and I refuse to voice out, my brother and my sister, posterity will judge me and will also judge you that you see this message and you refuse to share it. Now look at what is happening. Anyone from the southeast who happens to be either president, vice president, what they call it, senator or deputy senator, speaker or deputy speaker, they will always like to want power with their own people. How many of all these people, Abbas or whoever they call them, that have gone to their different states and threatened their governor, knowing fully well that governor is performing? If not only Benjamin Okalo, deputy speaker, who came out openly before the general public and threatened Alex Oti. He said Alex Oti joined his party. He don't even care whether Alex Oti is performing in Abia State or not. What the interest he have is that his party must be the one that is ruling Abia State. So my people, as it stands now, P2B is on his own. To my own, me and my entire household. P2B is on his own. If he are still saying obedient, P2B is going to do Nigeria, my brother, P2B will end up being like Goodluck Jonathan. Goodluck Jonathan's 5 years or 6 years as the president of the zoo. What can we, the Southeasterners, or even the South boast of? Nothing. Goodluck Jonathan end up building universities and elementary schools for the north. With millions of nairas and dollars he pump into that place. The same people he is doing to please, that is the same people that gang up and vote against him. Then now all of them are crying now, begging Goodluck now to come back now to take a ticket to run for 2027. Can you see it? The kind of people, the kind of animals that we are dealing with. Even if Peter Obi kill himself, or mistakenly narrowly, he becomes the president of Nigeria, my brother and my sister, well, if you do anything like Biafra, Peter Obi is going to order the military. In fact, he's going to declare the Southeast a state of emergency. With the hand Peter Obi is moving now. I know how many millions of naira Peter Obi has spent in the north. Only the number of trying to please them, trying to buy their heart. But whatever he do, whether he believe in Biafra or he not believe in Biafra, whether he said Biafra died 53 years ago or not, my brother and my sister, Peter Obi is an IPOB member. He's a Biafra. IPOB means indigenous people of Biafra. That is what they are seeing you and me. Even somebody Hausa born, maybe Hausa mother and the father is Igbo. My brother, they call you Nyamiri. I have lived in the north. And I know all these things. They call you Nyamiri. For the fact that your father is an Igbo, they know that the blood of your father will be running in you. So you are in Nyamiri. Nyamiri means give me water. Only Igbo. Now I'm in Nyamiri. So Peter Obi become president of Nigeria, my dear. We don't suffer more. But the bottom line is that Peter Obi have already kicked the final, what I call it? He have kicked the final penalty. It is now between Peter Obi and the Biafrans. He have drawn the battle line. If you go there and see the comment, if you have 1 million comments there, my brother, 999% kicked against Peter Obi, and they are all Biafrans. What do you think about this? Let me hear your own comment at the comment section. Peter Obi is out again to do the final damage. Some people, when they do damage, they will come back to do damage control. But Peter Obi now is continue doing damage upon bad damage upon his own people. According to this one again, the more you look, the less you see. That is Nigeria for you. The country that is deals on propaganda. The country that rules their people on lies. What do you expect? Port Harcourt Refinery shut down after multi-billion-dollar rehabilitation. Who tell you it is working? Somebody who went there, examined it, and told you that what they are taking out from Port Harcourt Refinery is old stock. They rebuke that person. They say, call beating that person. The so-called Labour Party, Nigerian Labour Congress chairman, Joe Ajero, went there with the cap and the short man like devil. He said, refinery is working. Now they have shut it down. The more you look, the less you see. All these things is just, it have been programmed to happen. I said this and I still repeat myself. Not until Nigeria appeased the souls and the blood of innocents that have been shed on that land, this land can never be well again. I have said it. Bring millions of all the whole world leaders that are doing well. If you put them in Aso Rock, my brother, they will fail. Don't forget that Aso Rock have been built on top of people's heads. Only somebody who built that Aso Rock knows what they bury in Aso Rock. The blood of the innocent virgins in Aso Rock keep on crying every day by day. Do you know that 8 years of Obasanjo, he didn't stay in Aso Rock, he ruled from Ota. Highest, he come there, do meeting, and he go back to Ota. Yes, that is the truth. That is why you see him succeeded. Anyone that goes into that Aso Rock, even Nigeria Media House will tell you, they will never remain the same. Dr. Abachi said, if you stay in Aso Rock, if you sleep there, you'll be hearing strange voices. And not true. So what do you expect? The blood of the innocent dead, the blood of the virgins they used to build that place, and the blood of the innocent have been shedding on daily basis. Both the one that hunger and kill, the one that police brutality, the one that military shot, they call it a happy trigger military man. Let us continue. Northern leaders failed despite 40 years in power. Dogara. If an Igbo man say this now, they will come after him. 40 years in power, they failed. Yes. And they will be bringing mouth now to the Igbos. Goods worth millions destroyed as fire. God's Ibadan spare market. Ibadan spare parts market. In Ibadan, 99.9% of traders in that Ibadan market is Igbos. Don't bring any ethnic sentiment in this matter. They are all Igbos. I have done papers business in Lagos State. All my customers from Ibadan coming to Lagos to buy wholesale market, they are all Igbos. There's no any Yoruba there. Neither do I have any Edo or Hausa. Why is it that in this regime of APC, from the campaign period down till now, the shops of the Igbos keep burning, both in Lagos, both in Ibadan, in Meduguri, in Damaturu, in Yobo? Why? In Kano and Kaduna? Why? Under this APC government. It still boils down to what Shetima says before the election, that if they won this election, they are going to make the Igbos to suffer. And they are carrying out that threat gradually, but people are not noticing the handwriting on the wall. That is exactly what is happening. I have been in Lagos, all my years of living in Lagos, about 10 years in Lagos, not any single day, not even one common kiosk of shop of belonging to an Igbo man born. None. But since this APC of Tinubu came into, before the election, simply because P2B came out for election, everybody, all the whole Igbos now become their enemies. But Igbos have been voting for them all these years. They didn't turn them to be their enemies. They didn't burn their shops. Anyway, my people, let us continue. Be like I don't talk too much. But may you know, say, I try to explain things to a layman's understanding. So please do not get angry with me. So please like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe. The 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has offered to fulfill the bare conditions of human rights lawyer Dele Farotimi. Daily Post record that on Friday, Farotimi was granted bail by an Ekiti magistrate court in defamation case involving Afe Babalola. The bail conditions require a 30 million bond, 2 sureties, one of whom must own a house, surrendering his passport and refraining from granting media interviews. A former spokesperson for Obi's 2023 presidential campaign, Tanko Yanusa, in a statement shared on Friday via his X account, announced the decision of Mr. Obi. Yanusa said that Obi, as a proponent of the rule of law, wanted the issue resolved in a way that respects legal process and benefits everyone involved. I consulted His Excellency Peter Obi as the leader of the obedient movement. As a respecter of rule of law, due process and order, he offered to take Dele Farotimi on the bail conditions, Yanusa stated. He further expressed Obi's gratitude to all concerned in the matter. His concern is that the situation be resolved in the best interest of all parties and our legal system. He extended his sincere appreciation to all concerned, Yanusa Tanko added. Boju, the more you look, the less you see. Port Harcourt Refinery shut down after multi-billion-dollar rehabilitation. Barely a month after the Port Harcourt Refinery seemingly resumed operations, the facility reportedly ceased functioning. Nigerian news understand that lifting premium motor spirits, PMS popularly known as petrol or fuel, has stopped as of Thursday, December 19 of 2024. According to the Punch newspaper, the cessation of the petrol lifting particularly occurred on Friday, December 13, as the 18-arm loading bar of the new Port Harcourt refinery was found to be vacant. While approximately 18 trucks were observed along the busy road leading to the refinery, journalists who visited the refinery noted that 9 trucks were parked within the yard and the loading bar remained empty. The depot, typically bustling with activity as tankers vie for space in the parking area, was notably quiet, with virtually no vehicular or human activity related to operations. Port Harcourt Refinery resumes operation, according to them. That was then. No, they finish you. It is worth recalling that the inauguration of the plant, which has a production capacity of 60,000 barrels per day, was conducted by Mele Kyari, the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, on Tuesday, November 26th of 2024. This event was celebrated with much enthusiasm following the approval and expenditure of $1.5 billion in March of 2021 for the facility's rehabilitation. During the opening, petrol was lifted to the delight of the gathered crowd. However, reports indicate that fewer than 10 trucks of petrol were actually lifted that day, contrary to claims that approximately 200 trucks had departed from the bar. Lies and propaganda. Boju, the more you look, the less you see. Furthermore, our correspondent noted that shortly after Kyari's return to Abuja, operations reverted to their previous state amid allegations from stakeholders suggesting that the petrol lifted during the inauguration was merely old stock from the storage tank. 3 weeks period, when newsmen conducted an initial visit to the refinery, it was observed that the loading bay was unoccupied, with no products being lifted. Up till now, In the light of this observation, the Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria explained that operations have been reduced due to the calibration of meters at the loading bar and the watering of existing stock, which needed to be cleared to allow for the reception of newly refined products. 2 weeks ago, tanker drivers returned and resumed loading activities. Additionally, journalists were provided with a guided tour of the refinery, which was led by its managing director, Ibrahim Onoja. Onoja stated, "The plant is running and we are trucking out our products. We have carried out an extensive revamp of this plant and changed most of the equipment, the pump and the instrumentation. The cables are all brand new. So what we have done here is massive change and upgrade of the plant." Afterwards, there was marked improvement at about 11 trucks lifted products, even as it was better the next day. Again, Port Harcourt Refinery shut down operation. From the most recent visit to the refinery, however, it was discovered that production activities have ceased again a week period. Nigerians learned that seemingly idle drivers were observed resting in their trucks. One driver who communicated to journalists in the Hausa language mentioned that petrol lifting is expected to be recommended next Monday. However, he doubted the information as he counted the number of days with his fingers and muttered. 3 days, they said they would load on Monday. Okay. The number of workers and visitors could easily be counted as there were more security men clad in black trousers and blue shirts. The guards were stationed at the entrance of the depot and loading bar, as well as inside the loading bar itself. They kept themselves busy as they chatted away. It was Friday last week they loaded last. About 15 trucks or so loaded that day. Since then, not even a single truck has been loaded. The Punch quoted another truck driver. When asked if any explanations was given, he replied, "I don't know. Nobody is giving us any information or telling us anything. Some trucks that were here have left. I'm just here because my director said I should wait a bit." A petroleum product marketer, Mr. Dapa Juro Baraye, has expressed his concerns regarding the condition of the country's refineries. He claimed that since the plant's inauguration by Kyari, there has been no production, emphasizing that the entire event appeared to be merely a spectacle. I said it. He stated it was intended to deceive Nigerians that the refinery is working, and that is why they came up with that show. That day, only about 4 or 5 trucks loaded products. The loading meter was not calibrated yet before they started operation. Of the 18 loading arms at the bar, only 3 are working and there are leakages. So they have been trying to load 3, 4, 5 trucks, sometimes 10, just to show that they are working while they are not working. Since Mele Kyari came and left, the independent marketers have yet to load products from this depot because the NNPC is yet to fix prices for them to buy tickets and start loading products. They are only loading them to their own mega stations. Did you hear Amabi? Okay, now. Northern Asu has failed despite 40 years in power. Dogara, former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara, has taken his wife, on northern leaders for failing to develop the region despite decades of political dominance. Dogara made this statement at a town hall meeting for Christian leaders in northern Nigeria on Friday, saying the region remained impoverished due to its leaders' inability to invest in meaningful projects. At the event titled Church and Society, Tax Reforms and Matters Arising, Dogara addressed issues surrounding governance and developing in the country. According to him, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not the problem of the North, adding that the South had not come to cheat the Northern people. We are all Northerners, and it should be made clear that Bola Ahmed Tinubu or the South is not our problem. They have not come to cheat the North. That is out of the question. Some are claiming that Yoruba people are getting appointment, but let's reflect. We ruled this country for over 40 years. When Northerners were in power, what did we achieve? The North remains the same, impoverished by our own leaders, Dogara stated in his statements. The last but not the least, goods worth millions destroyed as fire goes Ibadan's papers market. The popular Alaromi spare parts market at Agodi Gate in Ibadan, Oyo State capital, has been gutted by fire. Daily Post gathered that the inferno, which erupted at about 2 a.m. Saturday morning, has destroyed properties worth millions of naira. As of the time of filling this report, firefighters are still battling to contain the blaze. The cause of the fire remains unclear as investigations are ongoing. Daily Post reports that the development is coming barely 12 hours after a similar incident killed a husband, his wife, and their grandson at a story building in Ori Eru area of Idikan, Ibadan. Confirming the first incident, the general manager of the Oyo State Fire Service Agency, Yemi Akinyenka, in a statement on Friday, revealed that the agency received a distress call regarding the inferno at about 3:46 p.m. That means it is in the afternoon. Anyway, my wonderful and good people, now here we go take back break. When I go here for a second, when we come back, just keep on liking, sharing, commenting, and make sure you keep subscribing for more interesting videos coming your way. My name still remain Amandia. Don't forget to I still remain Okulora in case one. Okulora in case nation, not in case one. Okulora in case nation. From my mouth, they hear things where they happen and things that is about to happen, and every other political statement that our people are always using to confuse us. So don't touch the dial. I'll be right back with another blockbuster. Que mesiano.